Hi guys! I don't know how those blinds keep getting messed up. The dog is a little chihuahua, so there's no way she's getting up here. That happened like last week. I think the bottom was already done. Yeah, the bottom was already done, but I don't know how the top's getting like that. Deanna didn't do it. I'm just getting home from work and I'm like so tired that I'm wired. I was been up since 5 and I've been working doubles and the past couple of days, and then we had 4th of July, and then we were out with our friend, dinner and fireworks. 4th of July was nice. We went to fireworks on the 3rd too. We found a cool place where it was in Garnet Valley, so it was more money, and they had these big huge houses, and then so they had acres and they had old barns and they had them remodeled and set up. So every year these 3 people, something bit me, it itches, it feels like a bump. These 3 people get together and make all this food, get all this food. It's like 100 people, and then do the fireworks right there in the field. So it's a big, huge, like professional show, and they do it for free for everybody. And it was so cool. It reminded me of block parties, and I was like, that's so nice, because you can't even do that crap nowadays because people, they mess with the food. People do dumb shit for no reason just to make this country worse and ruin things for people. So it reminded me of a block party, and I thought it was the coolest thing. They had coolers of beer, like every kind, coolers, all the sodas and water, and little beanie babies that looked like flags. Man, I got one. It's everything for free, just to give, just to help the community. And that was nice. I really liked that. And then we went to the ice skating rink in Aston and watched those fireworks. Apparently they do that every year. That might be a heat rash, actually, because how could something have bit me today? I'm just feeling it now, all of a sudden. It was so hot in the diner today. I guess we're in Delaware and Pennsylvania, so it's like steamy, beyond hot with the humidity. It's worse than ever, and I always wear long sleeves. And it's been in the 90s, and I've been fine. A little hot here and there, and especially in the kitchen, but not that hot. It was like unbearable today. No one could take it. I don't know how the cooks and the dishwashers didn't pass out. It was bad. I would walk back there towards the end of the day and get a migraine immediately and have to walk right back out the flingy doors. I have to work tomorrow 9 to 9, and then he said I might have to work a double on Sunday if I can. That's up to Amber if she wants to watch her at night. Today I did good. I did good with tips today. I was very surprised. So it's more the breakfast hours, like 100, and so that makes up. And I'm like, I did 11 one day last week, so I was really happy today. But the main girl, Lexi, she's like 21, and she's fun, and she reminds me of like my old cousins, like Italian and jumpy and loud and bouncy and crazy, and everybody loves her. She was just so happy on Friday because she got bumped up to hostess. So she was getting paid hourly and making a bunch of tips doing the DoorDash and the phones. And she was happy anyway. She liked the job. She was always fine. And he said she quit. But it was earlier. It was weird. She came with her mom. And I was telling Jay the same thing. I was like, her body language and everything, you could tell something was wrong. Like she was being quiet, just standing there, and looked like a child almost with her feet. I was like, maybe she don't like confrontation. Something must have happened. And then when he said she quit, I was like, what? I was like, she what? That makes no sense to me. He said 4th of July got busy and she got overwhelmed. But then the waitresses were telling me it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't that busy. A lot of people were out. So I think something happened because his father was hugging Lexi, talking to the mom, and I don't know, her demeanor was just completely different than it usually is. So something happened. I wonder what. He might have yelled at her or something, because sometimes they're so hot back there, and if you mess up or you do something wrong, they're Turkish anyway, so they, how their tempers are, but, he yells at you, but then he smiles and laughs after a minute or two. He catches himself. It's just, they're so hot back there, you can't even get mad at them for doing that, really, but I don't know if maybe he said something or did something mean or something else. I don't know. It just makes no sense. I wanted to do a quick video because of 4th of July, and I wish you all a happy 4th of July. I hope everyone had a fun and safe time. The schedule still is kind of iffy. It tells me on Sunday what days, and then again, this Monday was missed, so it was just the 2 days, right? And then, yeah, it was the end of the week. So then, I only had one day. I called out the other day, actually. I was supposed to work Thursday, and I called off because I had to catch up with the cleaning and the laundry. I was just like, I can't do everything. So, that's what that's about. I need you guys to wait 1 second. You know what? I'll just use a different bowl. Usually I like to use the blue bowl when it's in the room. You guys know how I'm like a creature of habit. I feel like I'm losing my voice again. I don't know if it's the medicine. I have a couple doctor's appointments coming up, so I gotta make time for that too. I gotta pay the Pico bill immediately, and the water, and then I gotta change the phone and the internet to the Metro. So I'm gonna do that because, like I said, remember last month they got me, and then this month I just couldn't get a ride there. It was just not possible, basically. So I had to wait. So this month is done, and then we'll go from there with that. I mailed the rent check yesterday, so money's really tight right now. I was talking to my friend earlier, and he was saying about how, like, you got to move on and stuff in life, and how long do you mourn before you move on and date and things like that. And I was like, I don't know. I just have no interest in that. I don't know if that's part of grieving, or just being with someone for so long, or because you've been with someone so long. I was just like, I have no interest in that. A million people have been asking me out since inappropriately, even right after Don passed, and it was just like, no, I just don't think, it wasn't a second thought. So then I was like, that's a good question, I guess. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, when I was with Don, I used to talk with Amber and stuff, and I was like, you think about what you want in life. And I was like, Don didn't have any hobbies, he didn't do anything. He only made friends with Amber and Jay at the end, the last couple years. So if we did barbecues and stuff, sometimes he would go, but he would just sit there and talk. So, I always wanted someone like Adam Sandler. You know how Adam Sandler is in all his movies, and he's made it known, and everybody knows that in the way he is in his movies is the way he is in real life. You know what I mean? So it's funny because it's a guy like that who's always joking, and the sports, and has all the guy friends. So you get together and you have the weddings and the parties and the anniversaries, and like the movie Grown Ups, you rent a cabin, you go out together, Jay and Amber, and down the line someone that hopefully after time and care and energy and put into a relationship that Vienna will be comfortable enough to see as a father figure down the line, maybe a stepdad. But I was thinking about that, and I was like, but that, I've met a million people, and that's hard to find. And I remember I used to say that to Amber, and Amber's like, you just get online and say what you want. She's like, how do you think I ended up with Jay? And it's a joke because the boyfriend, the only other boyfriend she had before him was Leon, and they look a lot alike. It's because they have red hair. It's red hair and a little bigger, and the green eyes, and then the computers, they were a lot alike, but Jay's totally different, kinda, but like in a different way, like a better way. Well, lots of ways better, but like they looked a lot alike. So people were like, that was funny in the beginning when they first got together. So she was like, well, that's what I wanted, that's what I liked, that's what I was attracted to. So I got online with both of them. She met Leon online too, and was like, this is what I want, this is what I want you to look like, boom boom. And she's like, and I got what I wanted, and she's happy and married, going on 10 years almost, 2 kids. So I was like, I guess that works, but I'm not doing that. I have no time for that shit right now. But I was like, that's what I was thinking. It's like it's more family oriented stuff, I guess, like Adam Sandler, in his movies, and just someone funny that's happy, I guess, and has interest in doing things and going places with people, and just cool with the the football t-shirts and the jeans and, you know, Italian, so gold bracelets and necklaces. So, but that's nowhere, I'm nowhere near that. But that was a good question today, because I was looking at all the families. There was a family in there today, and they were more like, I guess you call it yuppie. This is what I guess you would describe it as. And like their daughter, well, you know, you could tell she was college educated and in college, and they're talking about nuclear stuff and, you know, book things. And I was just like, you guys seem like a really nice family. And, you know, you look at stuff like that, and it makes you want that, you know. The years are going by. It's going to be sooner or later. And when it's later, you know, you're going to be alone. You know, mom, I talk about mom nitpicking at me, but she's a good person. And that's why I try to say and fix that, you know, because I don't want her to end up alone too, you know. So that's all I'm saying when I say that. You know, my mom's really good and nice, and I love her. She's just she does have to work on the nitty things, the I'm always right stuff. So, I'm making my salad. He did that again. The owner, he was cooking, and it was time for me to leave, and I was like, I need the chicken. Because I didn't put it in the computer because I didn't have time. Jay was already waiting out there, and it was like 8:30. My last table had left, and he was like, "Is it to go?" and stuff, and he was grumpy, I guess, because of the heat, and he was like, "You got to pay for it to go." So I walked out of the kitchen after he said that. Not like walked out on him. I just walked into the other room, and I was like, "I'm not paying for it to go." That's what I just said. I said it in front of the son and the other two waiters. I was like, I've been here since 8 to 8. Every single day I do the same thing. I literally do everything. All the waitresses are supposed to do side work, and they do, but because I do it, there's nothing for them to do. And it's because I can't really, once I'm up, I'm up. I can't stand still, and it's just the way I am programmed, the way I always worked with the delis, you know. I make sure everything's in the pep tray, that it's filled to the top. You know, go back and forth. Everything that we use is filled. The cups, they're low. I go stack them. Napkins, straws, refill the soda machines, this, that, you know. So I do all that all day long. I don't sit down. I don't even smoke at work. I've been very good with that. A couple cigarettes a day, tops. And I don't eat all day. You guys know I just eat my salad at dinner. It's chicken and lettuce. That's all I take. But everybody else eats all day, several times a day. And why can they eat several times a day and not have to pay with it because they're eating there, but I got to pay you for the to-go box and no, I'm not doing that. I was like, I'll leave if it's that petty, because I feel like that's rude and disrespectful after I'm on my feet all day doing everything, sweeping, doing all the tables. He's got a busser, but I bust the tables myself. That guy, I don't even know what he's doing all the time. He's a friend of theirs, I guess. And I sweep, I do everything. I talk to all the customers. Everyone likes me. It's nice, happy. I do the bathrooms. So, no, you're not going to charge me for the to-go thing. I can't believe he said that again. He had the nerve to say that. I just think that's, like, petty. All right. I got to get her to bed. We're getting up at 5 o'clock again tomorrow. Well, I am. I woke her up, like, I get her ready the night before and then wake her up like half an hour before it's time to go. So, mom's coming tomorrow, and mom's very sleepy because she worked. So I told Vanna she can't go out to play tomorrow unless it's later in the day and Grandma says so. So that my mom can nap out there. I gotta put a sign on the doors so none of the kids are knocking. Because Vanna's very good. She's very good and quiet and peaceful. She'll watch TV, she'll play with her toys, but as soon as a kid knocks on the door, it's boom. It's outside, then it's not listening, then it's like, even if you tell her you can't go outside right now, it's, can't I go out on the porch? Every 2 minutes, she's just not listening. So I put the sign on the door to avoid all that. As long as she doesn't see a kid, it's fine. Alright guys, I gotta go, but I wanted to update you real quick. As soon as this schedule gets a little more worked out, I'll be back to doing videos more often, but it's a lot to do right now, keeping up the house and stuff. But I love you guys. I'm always thinking about you. Save, share, subscribe, internet stuff. Mojo. Mojo. Is that an expression? I don't think so. Alright, if I don't work Sunday, I'll probably do a video. Not really much has happened, like update-wise, because we haven't doing much. Just the 4th of July. I haven't seen Amber. I miss her. And I haven't seen Mom in like over a week, so there's that. I think just Anthony. Alright, I gotta wash my face and get to bed. I love you guys. Bye!